कृपा दृष्टि Namo Radhika Goswami Maharaj, Srila Sita, Muni. The most loving concentrated pleasure of union. Indaranyam sabadaramam nam abhishapita kirti. When Krishna is entering into the jungle, into the forest, to keep up the cows, the Bhagavata, Shukadev, is giving a slight description of that fact. Krishna is putting one foot after another, and the earth, as if she is feeling the Ramana Sukha, the most loving concentrated pleasure of union. The earth's feeling, the very earth which is seen to be gross matter, the earth is feeling like living heart, that she is getting the thrilling touch of the high ecstatic sensation, as if union in high love. Vindaranyam sabada ramnam pravishakita kirtihi. The friends are saying around the play, in his play, how beautiful, how charming, how loving his ways and actions and words and gesture. Everything, all charming. The beauty and practices, everything of divine capturing love, prema. So Queen Kunti Radha welcomed adversity. She prayed, keep me always in a dangerous position, like me, huh? That will be convenient for me to pray for your grace. And ordinary worldly favorable circumstances will encourage me to ignore your valuable grace. So always keep me in adversity. That was her prayer. So the political environment, social environment, all other campaigns have no value. According to the result of our karma, we shall be placed in a particular environment. We must start our spiritual life from wherever we are placed. We must begin our work of conquering all those samskaras that comprise the mental engagement we are living in. So we won't accept anything as our highest goal except that we are all out of our houses and our present engagements and environment with this high aspiration, that one day, by the help of the Guru, Vaishnava, we may take into that divine land, which is giving dream of divinity. That may be far off, but still we won't accept anything as our highest goal except that. That is Krishna consciousness. The struggle to become big. There are two sections struggling here. One doubts the positive, the other doubts the negative. To make oneself big at the cost of others is concocted illusory line. Everyone is struggling to become big, but that is an illusion. That big is not really big. Real bigness is on the other side. To become big is easy. I am a big man. I have something to be proud of. But to accept that we are nothing in the face of the Absolute, to accept this creed in its true color, is very difficult. In this material world, we are so unfortunate. We always run for the big. I want big. Always. So this is very difficult to realize or to accept that we are nothing in the face of the Absolute. To accept this creed in its true color, it is very difficult. So when we are taking this position that actually I'm nothing in the eyes of my Lord, I'm nothing to be proud of. This is like, to give this up is like dying. No, nobody is ready to die. So, there's another topic. Ananga Manjari is the manifestation of Baladev, through whom he is represented in Mathurya Rasa. He, Krishna, he gradually extends himself. So we find Baladev, who is a facsimile of Krishna. But because in the science of Radha, Baladev's direct approach to Mathurya is not admissible. So he extends himself as a special potency, Yoga Maya, and goes to form in that Mathurya Rasa. Another representation of delegation of Baladev is Ananga Manjari, the younger sister of Srimati Radharani. It is found that Baladev, as Ananga Manjari, participates there in the service of Radharani, whereas the external management is in the hands of Yogamaya. Ananga Manjari is the manifestation of Baladev, to whom he is represented in Mathurya Rasa. So the science of Radha does not allow Baladev to enter there with his own abhiman or mood. Therefore we are told that he has to go there as Anangamandari. So the laws of rasa are of such fine importance. The extensive management is the department of the Yogamaya potency. But that is in a second-hand position. The first position is that of Krishna. And in a secondary position, helping Krishna Lila from outside is Yogamaya. So making arrangements for all the beautiful pastimes in the forests, on the kunj, and all the external, what manifests on the so-called external. It is the department of Yogamaya. She arranges it. It is called Yogamaya because it is under Krishna's, it is an extension of Krishna also. He arranges in the form of Yogamaya. Like we, there's also Maya in our world. But this is not Yogamaya. This is Mahamaya. So the difference, we have to find out what is the difference between. We are a particle of that higher world. Reality is Vastavastu, the real substance above all the unreal, imaginary things of this world. So reality is Vastavam Vastu, the real substance. It is above all the unreal, imaginary things of this world. All the accumulated knowledge in relation to this world is a wholesale concoction. It is the result of misreading the environment and is full of misinterpretation and misconception. The whole thing, the vocabulary, the history, the epics, the whole thing, whatever has been collected, is all misrepresentation of the truth. And we are in the midst of that. We are captivated within that. But at the same time, we have the capacity to enter the plane of real life, because we are particularly of that higher world. So this is very difficult for conditioned souls. So how can we realize this? What is the way that we come out of the imaginary things of this world? That we think that we are making big temples or big this, big that. And this is transcendental. The real substance is above all the unreal imaginary things of this world. How can we see what is real and what is not? What is imaginary or illusion? This we have to find out. Our only energy, our only concentration should lay on these things. Otherwise, we are always under the influence of the Mahamaya, not Yogamaya. So that's because the way is sadhu sangha, real sadhu sangha. Otherwise, we have no chance by our own acting, by our own whatever we may try to imitate or follow in an independent way. It will not work. We will not become members of the real. So the knowledge in relation to this world is wholesale concoction. So everything here. And this door to the real, to the our real home, our real relation can be opened by someone who is a member of the higher world. That vidi pranibhatena pariprasnena sevaya uparikandite jnanam jnaninastatadasya. Because such a person has seen the truth. He knows. So that's because we have to follow strictly. Everything what we do independent, out of Krishna's control or Krishna's will, it is under the influence of the Mike or illusory energy. If we are not get the advice from higher, from our Gurudev, from pure devotees, we are wandering in this material world and thinking the goal is to become big, big, big. Is there any question on this or any? Anything clear?
From which book you're reading now?
Srila Vani. This is a new book we brought from.
Srila Vani.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering. I not heard this.
Yeah. With this his speaking comes from the transcendental plane. It is not ordinary. So we cannot approach it, we cannot understand it even, if we are absorbed in the external Mahamaya or under the control of our desire. What is this? Enviousness, lust, greed, madness, all these things. They are disqualifying us to understand. So as it says there very nicely, but to accept that we are nothing in the face of the Absolute, to accept this creed in its true color, it is very difficult, but this is the way. We should not boast that we know something. As soon as we think, speculate, or think that we know better, we are under the influence of the external plane. Yes, someone's devotion is a necessity to become dependent on the Lord. that everything may happen, whatever may happen in the world externally. We have to just see it with the eyes of keep distance and not identify with. Otherwise we are become the slave of this material world. We are under the influence. Whatever we think, whatever we do is contaminated by mundane conceptions. Good, bad, there is not such a thing, good and bad, for transcendentalists. In the material world, the real vision would be that we see either good nor bad. Everything is perfect. We have to become very tolerant. Everything is as it goes. Otherwise, the question may appear, do I not have faith in the Lord that He is the doer, that everything is under His control? Then it means I am a very beginner, I am a materialist. I must be convinced that not even a blade of grass is moving out of His control. So, how you want to control anything, or how you want to make others to understand. We are not qualified. One becomes qualified if he gives his everything, his body, his mind, his intellect, his false ego, he surrenders to the Lord. You may do whatever you do is right. Whatever may happen, it will happen anyway. If I am against it, or I may like it or not like it. The laws of this material nature will work, and it is like a childish understanding that we can change anything. Maybe externally it may appear like this, but actually this is also under Krishna's will. He lets us do something, and He allows us to become so-called controller, but automatically, what? You cannot escape from birth, disease, old age, death. This will happen soon or later. All these things. This is reality in this material world, and we should not be a part of this material world. We are part of the eternal plane. So, devotion to Krishna is automatic, natural, happy, and spontaneous. No intellectualism is required. Just as a child knows his mother, we can recognize our real home in the midst of so many cows. A calf will run to its own mother. They have some instinctive scent or natural guidance that directs them. So how can we, like instinct, like natural guidance? As long as we have our idea how it works, how it can do it, I will not attain the transcendental plane, or I will not realize. It has to come by surrender, by giving up our own. I am the doer, I am the this, that. They have some instinctive sense or natural guidance that directs them. In the same way, no trouble, no investigation, no experiment or suspicion is necessary. Devotion to Krishna is automatic, natural, happy and spontaneous. It is a spontaneous life, an automatic flow, a natural movement. It is so simple, but it is so, in the same way, so difficult, because we have so many ideas, we have so many separate ideas how to become Krishna conscious or how to give Krishna consciousness. Like Gurudev, the last years he did not speak, almost nothing. But just his presence was inspiring. So what was this? Why? What was this? We have not made connection with him. We have missed the opportunity. You must go and look for such person. Are very rarely found. Who can guide us in the spiritual plane, to the spiritual plane. So there's Nityananda Chanda's glory. Oh heart, please constantly serve the dust of the lotus feet of the gracious bestower of Guru Krishna, Sri Nityananda Chanda. It is he who presides in all his glory in Dwarka with transcendental associates as the original all-attractive personality. Mula Shankashan. Above that plane in Mathura, he enjoys his pastime reformers. Prabhava Vilas, and in Brajapuri he is known as Balaram, the ultimate source of all incarnations, and he sportively plays with his younger brother. He's all in all, Sri Krishna. So he has such power, Balaram, Nityananda. But actually, he is caring, or he is serving and caring nicely for his younger brother. He's all in all, Sri Krishna. This is Balaram's position, Nityananda Chanda. So whatever position we may have, but we are always the servants of the servants of the servants of our dearmost friend, Krishna, Damodara, Govinda. Anything to say on this topic?
You said before, you can change nothing. And I ask, you cannot change even yourself also.
Only we can. Then it would be hopeless, you know. We can. It is very simple, you know. If you want the ice, you go to the shop and you buy ice. If you want Krishna, You will not get Wim Hofer. But you will get, if we desire, we will get. But it is costly. It costs nothing, but it costs in the same time, it costs everything. And this is the price, to leave all what we have learned. I tell you, Guru Maharaj was blessing me so. I was so happy. My first question, what I asked him. How can I become a pure devotee? How can I become purified? He said, whatever you have heard, whatever you think, what is spiritual life, whatever you have learned in the Shastras, whatever your past, you just kick it out. Kick it out. All useless. Kick it away.
Means this every moment in the life, or you have to continue?
If you kick it, yeah. It's not that today I kick it out, but later when I go to bed I will. No, this is
not so easy.
No, this is the difficult part, but this is, without this, we are not able to enter the transcendental plane. I tell you. This is necessary.
That's interesting. Sure.
The resting, this is the essence of everything.
Yes.
Everything else is under the influence of the external nature.
I mean, it's the best use of the time to discuss this one. There's nothing better you can discuss in the time. We use the time because time is running.
We have to hear from Radha, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Srila Maharaj.
Yeah.
They are very rare who's speaking so deep and intimate. And we have to take it seriously. We have to understand what he's saying. But sometimes when we are under the influence of external, we are not able to digest. But this coming, it will not go one life, it will take many lives for some of us.
I have no doubt about that.
We have to think realistic. This is reality. It's not that when I leave, then I go back to Krishna now. When you want to go back to Krishna, you have to already, in this body, you have no material body anymore. You have already, your spiritual body is manifesting more and more, deeper and deeper, and more close. Krishna coming to you, you are coming to him. Radharani and all the associates. Krishna is never alone. And then one day, sometimes you will realize, hey, I'm here, what I'm doing here. The moment it can be finished, everything finished. And I'm caring for such small things, for such insignificant and useless things. What is from the beginning to the end imagination or illusion. We have have to live in this world like this, but we should see it with the eyes of a transcendentalist. It means whatever we can perceive through our material senses, it is not the real thing. It's just a question of time that this string comes to an end. It is reality. Your brother left.
Very quick, all of a sudden.
Yes, today I got a call, my brother left also.
Oh, really? Wow.
But I'm not feeling.
Realization. I mean, really, I'm thankful. It's amazing realization. You cannot get it otherwise. You must directly witness the whole thing. Then, just by speaking, you have really to get that touch. Then,
you have to come yourself very close to that.
Yes.
We will do, no problem.
Yes.
You will. You will. You don't know what will happen. Then you have to prove. I was quite close a few times.
Yes, that's very intense.
But I was not afraid or something. But one becomes very sincere if one experiences this. Like our Gopal, he came out very proud. He came, I'm not afraid of death, I don't care. Then he got a heart attack in an elevator. And for 2 weeks he could not, he was in hospital. Then he came next, when he from hospital, he came to the temple and he was very humble. It was, I was so afraid, But one can say, I'm not afraid, but you have to prove it.
That's the test.
Yeah, everything will be taken away from you. So better you renounce it before you come to this situation. Then nothing will
You have to
keep
attain
you.
this consciousness.
Whatever we do in this world, it should be only to please Krishna. Only for him. Then you are not in this world. Then you are not under the influence of the external nature. Step by step, it will be a foreign thing. Okay. Please. Oh. Jai Shila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shila Gurudev Nityananda Bhavishtam Vishnu Pada Pranam Sapaditari Stodasya Srimad Bhakti Radha Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Pranam Pranam Sakalpa Tarubhya Sakita Sindhu Biheta Sitam Navanatya Vaishnava Namaha